Hi everyone. In this video we will demo how to set some of your input fields as list of values. In our demo application we had a page called Create Absence, and the two first fields, which are presented here as simple text boxes, are actually lists of values on the EBS system. As you can see here, the absence status is a list of 2 values and the absence type is a list of several values. So let's say that I want to take and implement the same behavior on my application as well. So we will get to our application, we will edit it. We will go to the relevant page, the Create Absence page, edit the page. And now we will see these two first fields and we will change the data type. So I'll get to the first field and look for list of values, and I will find here two options, list of value and static list of value. The static list of value just enables you to set some static values to your list, and it is good in case you have a field with values that you know that won't be changed over time. The other one, the list of values here, is for dynamic list of values. Let's say that your system has a list of values, but it may change in time and you want to load it from the system directly. For the first field we will demo how to set static list of value, and for the second one we will demo how to set dynamic list of values. So let's start with the static LOV. We will choose it and it will open us a configuration window where we will be asked to add the static values. So the first thing we would need to say is whether we want it to be a drop-down list of values, that is a closed list, or a combo box, which means that we would be able to type the value and by that filter the list of values. So let's select drop-down and let's add the fields. We will press the plus button here and put the first value, and our first value would be planned. Let's go here just to make sure. We have here two values, planned and confirmed. So we will set them here, planned, and the second value would be confirmed. There is also an option here, if this is the case on your application, to set a label and a value, a code that will translate once you select this label. In our case it is not needed, so we will leave it as is. And now let's press the save button and our field is set with static LOV. For the second field I will implement loading of dynamic LOV, that is getting the list of values from the EBS system itself. So I will select LOV here and this will open a different configuration window. Since we are getting the values from the system, from the EBS system, we would be asked to get a service that returns us the list. I've prepared such a service. This is the one. It goes to the EBS system and returns a list of absence types. So I select the appropriate output value, and again I can decide whether it would be a combo box, if it would be a closed selection or open selection, and whether it would have a reload button. Let's leave them all so we can see how it looks like. And that's it. I'll just save my application. And now when I refresh this page, you'll see that the status field became a closed list of values. These are the two static values. And let me show it here on the network tab. And here we would have a dynamic list of values. And once I will focus on it, it will invoke a service that loads these values, the service that I've attached to the field. It takes some time because it gets to the system and loads these values. And once it will be loaded, it will be populated to this list of value. So now it is filtered for application, but if I remove the filtering, you will see all the values. Our combo box is acting in a way that once you are entering a prefix, it will filter the list by this prefix. So this is how it looks like, and as you saw, it may take some time to load the list of values. So if you want to make it faster, if you know that this list of values does not change many times, it only changes some on some rare cases, the thing that you can do to improve performance is to go here to the application, get to the service step, and here on the service that brings the list, we have the option to say, please cache the values that were returned from the EBS system. In this way, the first time will take more time. It will load the values, it will cache them, and the second time it will just take it from the cache, and it will be much faster. So let's see how it works. So now let's reload it, and you see that for the first time, since we already loaded it, it didn't invoke the service again. It took us a very short time to load. Let's go to a different page just to see it again, and go back to the create absences. And again, you can see that it did not invoke again the get absences service. It was just there cached on the application. But now let's say that you know that this list of value has changed on the EBS system and you want to reload the cache again. What you need to do is to use this reload button here. This is the purpose of this button. So I'll just press it and it will re-invoke the service and refresh the cache. So this is how you add list of values to your application and use it in our UI. Thank you.